months of training, a new actor that could change the entire film, and Keanu Reeves saying this is the hardest film he's ever had to do. We are in store for the best John Wick movie yet, so let's break down why. In this video, we are going to take a dive behind the scenes of the upcoming movie with 5 key insights, covering everything from Keanu Reeves' incredible training program to why this will be the best movie of the franchise so far. Let's jump in. Number 1, the most action yet. Although we've had to wait almost 4 years for a new John Wick movie, it seems like the wait will be worth it. Keanu Reeves said in an interview with Total Film, "John Wick, Chapter 4 has the most action of any of the films, which is saying a lot. And it's more by a good margin. It's a big show." Hearing that shoots our expectations through the roof, as it will already be hard to top the action from the first few films. It seems like a lot of the action will feature car chases and high-speed driving, as Reeves also said. "We took the car driving to the next level, which I really enjoy. There's 180s, forward into reverse 180s, reverse into forward 270s, drifting. So it was really fun to get a chance to learn those skills, and to play. Between the fighting scenes we know and love and the added expansion of these driving skills, we have to wonder what the new movie will entail. But looking at the trailer, we can see it will be intense. The action isn't the only thing we have to look forward to either, bringing us to our second behind-the-scenes insight. Number 2, the story will build well off the first 3. John Wick Chapter 4 is directed by Chad Stahelski, who has shared some insight into what we can expect from the new movie. We love John Wick for its action-packed moments, but the storyline has never let us down either. And, according to Stahelski, the story in Chapter 4 is as strong as ever, carried by a range of emotions and themes.
I think Chapter 4 is a good continuation of all 3 previous films, and it's got a bit of a conclusion to it, which is great. We introduce a ton of new characters that have a lot to say about John Wick, from his past and from obviously present. I think the most thing, it's, brotherhood, it's hope, it's what the life would really be like. Is a bit of existential crisis with John, and I think that's the fun part of the movie.
Stahelski also said that there are some conclusion elements to the film that, quote, ties up an emotional thread and provides some closure to something we have already seen. We have heard that there is a John Wick 5 in development, but the latest update is not as promising. As Keanu Reeves said recently, that we will have to wait and see. So, hopefully the conclusion Stahelski is talking about isn't a conclusion for good. And hopefully, it will just be the sign of a new beginning. Let us know what part of the story you think this conclusion might be tying up by commenting below. Whatever it has in store, we can't wait. And neither can Keanu Reeves.
Oh, to see what this gentleman, this maestro, this mad genius has created and cooked up and given us the opportunity to do.
Speaking of Keanu Reeves, let's take a deeper dive into what we'll see from him. Number 3, Keanu Reeves' intense training. Reeves has said that filming John Wick was intense, and he even says it's the most challenging film he's ever had to do.
Chapter 4 was probably the most difficult physical film I've ever had to do.
Yeah. In another interview with Total Film, Reeves said, "John Wick, Chapter 4 was the hardest physical role I've ever had in my career so far. They really trained me up to be able to have what we call the toolbox. When we learn more, we see why. We know that actors have to go through a lot of preparation for action movies. But for his role in the John Wick movies, Keanu Reeves goes above and beyond. We'll have to see what Reeves has in store for us this time, because his training schedule from the previous movie was packed enough to make anyone not want to get out of bed." In John Wick 3, Reeves put as much as thousands of hours into training for the different techniques he had to do. So, if this movie is more physically demanding than that, we can't imagine what he has in store for us in John Wick Chapter 4. But we know that he has been working hard. One of the cast members from the new movie, Rina Sawayama, had plenty of admiration to share about Reeves, saying, "Training was just so brutal. I loved sharing that moment with him. We were both like, this is horrible. But I can't compare to what he's done. He's in the whole movie and I am in a portion of the movie. I don't know how he does it. He does all his own stunts." With the dedication and hard work Reeves puts in, we are excited to see what he will bring to the new film. We've heard that John Wick Chapter 4 is supposed to be one of the most action-packed yet, and seeing all of the impressive talent behind it makes plenty of sense. Bringing us to number 4. Number 4, the film is built behind incredible talent. Keanu Reeves isn't the only big part of the action in the new movie. He is surrounded by other talent as well, from the martial artists who helped train him to the other actors around him in the film. The talent that went into the making of the film is remarkable to say the least, bringing together martial artists from around the world.
We were fortunate enough to land some very interesting stunt teams from all over the world, and each stunt team from the different countries, the Japanese stunt team, the French stunt team, the Bulgarian stunt team, they all have a little bit of flavor of motion. I think that helps change the set pieces as well.
Altogether, Reeves had an excellent team behind him, including both the choreographers and the stunt team, which featured Bruce Conception, Jeremy Marinas, Dave Camarillo, and Lee Chang. The stunt team had such an important role that Reeves even bought them all Rolex watches after filming, so they must have done a good job. With so much influence from experienced choreographers and stuntmen in the movies, we can expect a fresh movie with plenty of detailed action sequences that will make shockwaves. Fortunately, we will also see the return of the Bowery King, played by Lawrence Fishburne, and a new talented actor playing a new antagonist. Let's turn to our final standout insight into the movie. Number 5, an actor that can change the whole film. To top off all the amazing talent in the film is legendary martial artist and actor Donnie Yen, and his role will have a large impact on the film. If you're not familiar with who he is, Yen is responsible for influencing mixed martial arts and Chinese movies. He's played in films like Rogue One and Blade 2 in the US, but he has been an actor and action director for decades in Hong Kong. Yen will be playing Kane, John Wick's friend in the movie. However, his role in the film has been much more powerful than just as an actor. Yen's role in the film is expected to make an impact on the creativity and impressive choreography of the action sequences. The stunt coordinator for the film, Scott Rogers, had nothing but great things to say about Yen's impact on the film, saying, quote, "He is not an actor that you have to train for each specific fight. He is a great actor who is also a trained fighter. His ability to enhance the choreography through his own creativity is world-class." He said that the film turned into something very special when Yen paired up with Reeves. The influence of Yen and the international stunt teams is shaping up to take the action and choreography in the new movie to the next level. With all of the skill and power behind this film, we can't wait to see what is in store. We expect the action scenes in the upcoming movie to be unbeatable. With all that said, the new film is not too far away. John Wick, Chapter 4 will release in theaters on March 24, 2023. Let us know your thoughts about the new movie. What are you most excited about? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more behind-the-scenes insights, breakdowns, and previews from John Wick Chapter 4 and more of the hottest movies and TV shows right now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.